Coming up in this episode, we begin our coastal section of the Cleveland Way in Saltburn by the sea. Heading south, we're taking the historic village of Staves and the award-winning Brunswick Bay before dropping down into Sandsend.
Day 6 of the Cleveland Way, Saltburn to Sandsend, 16.5 miles and 3,768 feet in ascents. Let's go!
Passing the ship, a lot quieter than it was in the summer. First stop, Skinning Grove, 3.5 miles. Just making our first ascent of the day. Ascents! Just making our first ascent of the day up Hunt Cliff. Roseby topping in the distance that we passed in our last video. A gate with no gate to slam. Ooh. Behind me is the iconic charm bracelet by sculptor Richard Farrington. It's positioned exactly halfway between Skinning Grove and Saltburn.
We're about to reach the highest point between Saltburn and Skinning Grove, of which afterwards we drop down into Skinning Grove. Got Skinning Grove down here where we're going to drop down to before heading back up onto the cliffs.
Before we get to it, we have to drop all the way down to Skinning Grove, but then that cliff that we're looking at over there is Rock Cliff, the highest cliff in the east coast of England. Yikes! Starting our descent into Skinning Grove.
Catesty viewpoint overlooking Catesty Sands. Let's go!
Here we are on Catesty Sands, and behind me is what's left of Skinning Grove Pier.
Oh, we're just about to enter Skinning Grove. Skinning Grove was transformed in 1847 from a quiet fishing village into unadorned rows of terraced houses built to accommodate the influx of miners and blast furnace workers in the area. Skinning Grove! Row, row, row your boat gently to the sea. Merrily, 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 merrily. Skinning Grove.
Nice! Quite an ornate looking bench. No parking, boats access. That's the fisherman's spelling of it. And look, it's all riddled with bullet holes. Nice. Ascending Rock Cliff, highest cliff in the east coast of England.
Whew. That was a tough one. There it is, Rock Cliff looming ahead, standing at a mighty 666 feet above sea level.
Beautiful.
RMU.
Loftus Alum Quarries. What do you think of it so far, Julie?
Woo. Blowing.
It's hard, isn't it?
Tough one.
Really tough. It's time for
Yay!
Top of the Week! Kicked its ass! The highest point on the highest cliff on the whole east coast of England! Yeah!
Here we are, the highest point! Rock cliff! Whoop whoop! Little black fluffy cows! Ooh.
Staves just appearing on the horizon. Descending quite quickly into Staves now, quite steep. Looks like there's been some rainfall of late because it's quite slippy.
So this big ass ugly thing you see behind me is Bulby Potash Mine. It opened in 1973 and it has the biggest mining shaft in the whole of England, which goes all the way down 4,000 foot.
Woof! So what was your experience like working at Bulby Mine? Really? Wow, that is fascinating. And have you had any side effects from working there? What's that? It's turned you to stone? I don't know how you drink this stuff, lad, it's awful. It tastes, you can taste all the potash in it. In fact, if I lit it up now, it's set on fire.
How long our legs are. Look like we're on stilts.
Final descent into Staves. Just look at those rooftops. Beautiful. That's the bridge at Staves. Whee! And again. Whee! And here's a plaque for the young James Cook, who lived here for 18 months in 1745. Yeah, another ascent. This time out of Staves. This is a really steep climb. Woo. Hello there, duckies. What do you think of this climb, Jelly? Where to next, Jill?
Port Mulgrave.
And this is the very spot where 81 minke whales were seen. But as you've seen from our previous video, they move very quickly. None to be seen today. So we're just about to head down into Brunswick Bay, where the Cleveland Way goes, but the tide's in that much that I'm not sure we can make it across. And there's no alternative option. So this could be quite interesting.
We might be getting wet feet in this next section. The beach at Brunswick Bay has won an award in the Times for the best beach in Britain.
You know, like that. Yeah, where does the Cleveland Way go from here? Guess to be a strong swimmer to continue. What happens? We're supposed to get across to where those blue huts are over there, you can see. But the tide isn't even fully in yet and we can't pass. Now the guidebook says we have to wait for the tide to go out, but that will take hours. So we're going to have to find an alternative route. Watch your space.
So these caves along the beach are known as hog holes, a place where legend has it that whooping cough could be cured by the resident hobgoblin.
Retreat! Retreat!
Some steps here. Let's go see if we can get an alternative route.
This is all very interesting.
That path led to this little hut, which is clearly private property. There's nobody at home. And a little garden. They've got a little barbecue area there. Not an alternative route though.
Boo. Retreat! Retreat! Back up the road! What do you think of that turn of events?
Oh, I don't know. We should have read the book beforehand, shouldn't we?
Yeah, probably. The walk of shame up the big steep hill. Boo! Just sit and wait for the tide to go. Yeah, because everyone does that.
Everyone's got all the time in the world to do that.
It wasn't just us that it caught out. There were other people down there trying to do the Cleveland Way that were also stuck because of the tide.
Oh, after a lengthy detour due to the tide being in, we're finally back on track on the Cleveland Way and heading towards Kettleness.
Let's go.
Let's go.
The sun's getting quite low in the sky now. We're running out of daylight, so we're going to have to rush this next section, I think.
Here we are, just approaching into Kettleness.
Sandsend, 3 miles to go. Let's go.
Day 6 of the Cleveland Way, Saltburn to Sandsend, complete.
Yay!
What was your best bit, Mr. Russ?
Going through Staves, it's such a bustling, lovely town. We finally got to see where Captain Cook's cottage was. We got to see the plaque, which we walked past last time we were there. Really nice. What was your best bit?
Yeah, I agree. Staves, definitely. On that stretch.
What was your worst bit?
Worst bit was the length of it. 16.5 miles with all that ascent.
Almost 4,000 foot ascent. It doesn't really make any sense. Not when the first segment is 11 miles and it's completely flat. So whoever did the divvying up, you need to get the head sorted. Just way too long.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it. Ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on a walk.